because a lot of women in this Western culture think that they're dealing with men, but they're not. They're dealing with males. This is a prime example of a male. This is a prime example of a male.
I said, bitch, who raised you?
Yo, this is crazy.
We cannot win this fight. We must both run. And we both run.
What did you say, nigga?
No, okay, yeah, but let's say they're about to drag them.
No, that's not the answer. The answer is not that it's an unwinnable fight. It's we're gonna both run. It's about, do you have the courage and the bravery to fall on your sword and sacrifice yourself for another human being? That's the question being asked, dummy.
You are really dumb, for real.
And for those of you that don't know it, for those of you gamers, for those of you YouTubers, for those of you, whatever you are on a platform, that's not being a man. Damn! That's not being a man. You need to change your mindset, man. This is what I'm talking about. We don't have real brotherhood no more because we don't have men teaching other men how to be real brothers. We've got manosphere, we've got game, we've got make money, but we don't have men teaching men the real standards, morals, and principles that take a man from being a boy to being a man.
Quit bullshit. Quit playing with yourself. Tell the fucking truth. Truth is
those rules, standards, and principles that's innately taught within a man so hard and for so long and for so often that those things become innate in his character to the point where he knows how to be an upstanding citizen in society. He knows how to be brave and courageous when he needs to be, knows how to be violent when it has to be, but at the same time knows how to keep peace, order, and public discourse. Man, he won't even protect his people. You don't roll around with people like that? Yo. We didn't roll around people like that in my day, bro. I'll tell you that straight up. If you were one of them brothers, you got de-linked, mate.
Into a bush and have their way with her, unless you at least attempt to protect her. Do you feel like you have a masculine duty, even in the face of unwinnable odds, to at least attempt to protect her? Yes or no?
Bro, you made fun of me for my scenarios. What is this scenario of some obscure fucking handcuff?
You see? And for someone who's supposed to play Warcraft, clearly doesn't know nothing about medieval times or medieval games and how things ran. Because back in the day, it's called being a knight, bruh. It's called honor. It's called valor, right? It's called courage. It's called bravery. Yeah, this is what you hold knights back. You deal with King Arthur, right, and Knights of the Round Table, but they can't seem to tell this concept because, according to them, it's all fictional. It's all make believe. It's all on a board. No, bro, this is real life. This is real life. I mean, you know this when you know the men from the boys, because the men sacrifice. The men do this thing tirelessly, put themselves in harm's way for their children, put themselves in harm's way for their wives. And what are we getting for it? Nothing? Nah, I feel for my men out there, man. So I'm telling you guys, you need to come over here, man. You need to leave the West. I left the West.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
I got my wife, my kids, beautiful family, my fingers on the side, and listen, ain't nobody sweating me over here. It's all patriarchy over here, bro. They love men over here. But you don't want to sit up there complaining about they don't love no men over there. Well, keep staying there with them hard, masculine women.
Dealing with it like that, son.
Shay!
I said, bitch, who raised you?
Keep staying there. Because you guys don't want to be brothers. Shout out to Andrew Tate and his Tate University, man, the Hustlers University. This is madness. The man doesn't want to protect his woman. Craziness.
Shame. Shame.
What are we talking about here, man?
All right, I'll change it then. If you want to pretend that that's not a very reasonable question, even though it is.
10 dudes are dragging the woman in a bush, and you have to fight 1v9. Bro, you wouldn't even win that if you were fucking Naruto.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Man,
that's like her. You're talking about winning.
He said you wouldn't even win that if you was Naruto, bro. Yo, you're gonna have to be Dragon Ball Z to take 9 Man down, you know. He's like, listen, I'm not even a Super Saiyan. I couldn't do it. He's like,
Talking about your imperative. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about, do you have a duty?
See, he's talking about your duty, honor, respect. You see what I'm saying? Masculine imperative. These are the things that we as men need to hold ourselves to a standard. But you men don't want to hold yourself to a standard, right? And that's why these women keep holding you to the standard that they're holding you, because you don't hold yourself to a higher standard. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard, fellas. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard. And when you hold yourself to a higher standard, remember, the women are looking for leaders, people who are confident, capable. So if you hold yourself to a higher standard, guess what? You're going to out-trump the woman whether you got money, looks, game or not, because you holding yourself to a higher standard. And the hive mind of the females are going to what? They're going to see what you're doing. They're going to feel how you're moving, and they're going to align themselves to be with those type of men, because that's what it means to be a high value man. A man with rules, morals, disciplines, and the ability to exercise them when he chooses in the given situation that is needed. Come on, man.
Do you have a masculine duty to at least...
Where does that duty come from?
Meg, start at Psalm 41 and don't stop reading till I tell you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
That both partners have to help each other in somebody. You know.
Both partners. Okay, so you need your chick to fight.
Do you see? And this is where you got the problem when they think about this equality stuff. No. God said the man is there, the man is the head, the woman is under the man, the children is under the woman. So guess what the woman's imperative is? Her biological imperative is to protect the children. Your biological imperative is to protect your woman and children. It's called responsibility. But you don't want the authority, right? And this is the problem that we have in the Western culture. No culture. In the Western society, no culture. Because you have no culture, this is why the women are running around doing this, because you men do not want to hold yourself to culture. You come over here to Africa, culture. Go over to Asia, culture. Go to Latin America, culture. What's the culture? The man is the head, men act like brothers, and they uphold a standard. Let's get it in.
Fight for you, I get it. Next question. Let's say you're alone in your house, you and your chick.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let's roll it back a little bit. So you say that the girl can't fight for you, right? Because it's not her role. Whenever she made her character, she didn't choose fucking defender or melee. She chose fucking female. She can't fucking fight. What is that? So what if you get jumped by 3 dudes, right? And you're getting absolutely boned, okay? And she has a gun, right? She cannot shoot because the woman do not fight. The woman cannot fight. She can fight for you, right? But because you're such a lion, bro, right?
Nah, you see, now I'm gonna have to pull him up on there, family, because he's now changed the goalpost. He's come out looking like a complete spamhead, right? So he's decided, oh, you know what? I'm gonna move the goalpost. So what if my woman has a gun? And what if you should? Bro, that wasn't the scenario, number 1. Number 2, if that was the scenario, then by all means, Letty, shoot those men. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'll be saying, shoot those men down. But that wasn't the scenario. The scenario was, in case of a sudden and impending danger, with overwhelming odds against you, would you, as a man, exercise your masculine burden of performance to protect your woman and children in that time of peril? That is the question. And what he seems to misunderstand is that that is the masculine imperative for a man. He doesn't believe so, because why? He's the type of man that you would never see on the battlefield. He's the type of man that you would never see got your back. He's the type of man that you would never see try to work with you for the betterment of your society. Instead, he's the type of man that you will see with a jealous, envy, greed. You see what I'm saying? Thinking about they'll put their women first. He's the kind of man that when something kicks off, he'll push his woman in front and push his kids in front. That's the type of brother this guy is, talking about run away and hide. Get out of here, man.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberry.
Bro, come on. You get over me treating him, right?
That's not the point. If my female had a gun, I'd tell him to shoot every fucker. That's not what I'm saying. So
but now she fought for you. That's not male, bro. That's not fucking warrior mode. You let the fucking female fight for you? Come on, Andrew, you're better than that.
Change the question because you want to pretend my question is not very reasonable, even though it is. Because we're talking about masculine duty and authority and responsibilities. We're not. It's a hypothetical, so let me change it. You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
Oh my God! X2, you tripping? Hold on. X2, so you're not going down there?
Nobody's going down there.
So what if they come upstairs?
Bro, you gotta protect.
Bro,
I'll keep it a buck 50.
Protect.
Real quick. I'll keep it a buck 50.
No. My job is to survive. protect. My job.
Oh my God! Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Job is to survive, and something that means to go down there to get a gun. It doesn't matter.
Yo, let me just tell you guys straight up. XQC is dead wrong. The 4 fundamental processes of a man before he even gets a woman is number 1, problem solving. He has to problem solve within himself. The 4 P's, right? The 4 P's. What do the 4 P's stand for? Shout out to Crimson Cure on her channel because listen, love it. The 4 P's stand for what? The first P is problem solving. The second P is provisioning. The third P is protection. The fourth P is procreation. So let's break it down. Problem solving, he needs to be able to problem solve his environment to be able to what? Provide for himself, which leads you to the what? The second P, provision. By him providing for himself, creating provision, he now has to do what? Protect said provision from outside invaders. That brings you to P number 3, protection. From protecting those resources from outside invaders, he has now accumulated enough resources, wealth, and status that the female aspect of the species now wants to reproduce with him because he has enough security for her and her offspring. There goes the 4th P, procreation. So if you as a man has not even developed the 4 principles of these 4 Ps, then you are not even in the running in the game to even get yourself a woman. This man does not deserve to have a woman. And whichever woman is with this man, I feel sorry for you, sister, because you are the man in the relationship. This brother just said that he ain't going downstairs. Bro. For this brother here said he's gonna send his, no one's gonna go downstairs. You're all just gonna stay upstairs cowering underneath the bed, right? Like bad guys just don't go away, right? They don't look for stuff, right? They don't check who's in the house, right? They're just running around finding out what's going on. Like, this is what you call a man, fellas? These are the men that you look up to? These are the men that you wanna hold up conversations with? But you don't wanna be real brothers, right? Yo.
That's
what
not
the
very
fuck I do?
courageous of you, bro.
We are both going down. By doing the smart thing, the analytical thing, the strategic thing, we can both survive. If I go down, not only am I jeopardizing myself, I am jeopardizing both of us by not being smart and
he said I'm jeopardizing both of us. And like, both of us. And like, bro, no, you go downstairs. If your woman wants to follow you, which is what she's supposed to do, if she's your actual woman and she's in the protection mode for you as well, then you will be leading and she'll be following behind, probably with a bat or something else like that, so that if they get past you, she's the second line of defense. That's how I tell my wife all the time, listen baby, anything happens, you know you're the last line of defense. You got to make sure that them kids are alright. Yeah, because I'm going out there to make sure that ain't nobody trying to come into my household. That's a man's masculine imperative because that's his castle, that's his cave, that's his territory, that's his land. And even animals know this. Wow. Wow. Shame on you gamers, man. Shame on you gamers that support this mindset, man. Shame on you gamers that support this principle, man. Because that's failure as a man. That is not masculine.
Shame. Shame.
In that regard, we are even more.
And if you support that mindset, you feminine, man. I said it, I don't care. You feminine. Hate me, love me, I don't give a...
in danger if I go down than if I not go down.
You're hiding though. You're hiding.
So?
Like you gotta try to protect your girl.
What?
Why is that crazy?
Bro, you are losing you live in America, right? No, you're losing your mind. Okay? My job is not to protect.
He said my job is not to protect. He said you're losing your mind. Bro, I can't even fathom this. What?
My job is to survive.
Yeah, but so in the scenario we're describing, you're upstairs, you hear someone break in, your girl turns to you and goes, someone's in the house, someone's in the house. One of you has to go downstairs.
Why? Why do you go downstairs? Why have to go there? Why do you have to go down there? Why?
If you don't believe you have any kind of intrinsic masculine duty to at least attempt to protect your female, then that explains why we disagree on every single point.
Yes, I'm gonna use it for
Nah, shame on this dude, man. Shame on this dude. Oh man, this is what I'm saying. This is what the male. This is unfortunately the downside of the male species. You see what I'm saying? And when women say chivalry is dead, yeah, that's part of it. You see what I'm saying? They don't feel protected, yeah, that's part of it. But just so you feminist women know, this is the type of men you want, right? This is the type of men you raised. For my traditional sisters over there that want masculine men, big shout out to you for holding true to form, man. Because these feminists, this is what you bred. You raise sons like this. You turned men into this. So now when you feel unprotected, what are you complaining about? You've got feminine men running down the street. They ain't even gonna go downstairs. So why are you scared? You're the one that needs to go downstairs. You the man. You doing it big. You independent, strong, big boss. You go downstairs. Because your feminine man sure in hell ain't gonna go downstairs. Wow. That's amazing. Man, I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. You see what I'm saying? I'll leave the full video down in the description box. I had to watch this video because I love Andrew Tate and it came up and I was just blown away by the mindset that these youngers are having these days. These these zennials, whatever, Gen Zs, whatever. If this is the mindset, yo, you ladies are finished. Yeah, you better wind your neck back in because it's not gonna be great out here, man. Anyway, guys, I'm signing off on this one. XQC versus Andrew Tate. Peace, I'm out. Oh, don't forget, guys, leave a comment down below. Whether you agree or you disagree with me, that's not the point. I don't really care. Just leave your comments down below. I enjoy reading them. If your comments is really stupid, I'm gonna show them on the screen. Okay, guys, but peace, love, blessings. I'm gonna catch you later. Peace, I'm out.